Hi everyone, welcome back to Organized Digital Planner. I'm so excited to share with you the newest release. It is the Realistic Pack Autumn 1. So this is the first of the autumn packs. There's definitely going to be a second one. This is this is not my first realistic pack, but it's my first autumn one. And just a kind of concept of where I'm going to go with the next few packs, including into the Christmas season. So I'm so excited. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that this release is going to be available in a Noteful file, a Goodnotes file, individual PNGs, as well as Noteful stickers, and then the Goodnotes elements, the Goodnotes collection that includes all the elements too. So Noteful file, Noteful stickers, Goodnotes file, Goodnotes collections file. There's also a PDF, so that essentially the PDF would be like where it's just one image. So if you just kind of want to use it quickly, you can just kind of import it and you won't be able to move anything around. But that's actually really good if you just kind of want to plan. And then of course there's about 100 individual PNGs too, which includes the 10 backgrounds. So there are, just in case you want to use the background separately. Okay, so the reason behind making the pack like this, I know that there's other realistic stickers. I've done some, but I haven't really had it already pre-done, is just because me personally, I know everything's not about me, but me personally, I have young kids and sometimes I just don't have time to put together whole spreads, even though I love having all the individual elements. It's just kind of nice that it's kind of already kind of done. Now this notebook you can kind of take out and put in whatever, digital planning spread you want there already, or stickies, or if you want to use this for digital journaling instead, you can do that too. But all of the different elements here you can move around, and I'm so excited. I'm going to show them all off to you. So first, is this notebook that you can use. You can kind of move it around, and then underneath here is this blue kind of notebook, notebook cover, blue. Oh my goodness, this orange notebook cover. Oh my goodness, guys, please help me. I'm kind of filming this a little bit late, so that's okay. So I love this bow here. I think that's really nice. You can use that in any season. Look at this beautiful leaf keychain, the gold and the orange leaves. And I love this fountain pen here. This is in the pack again, on another page, but I just really love it. I think I might do some other colors of this and other releases. Look at these cute bear cozy socks. Oh my goodness, how cute are these? I need these in real life. And then here is a latte, and it's like a pumpkin latte with hearts in it. I used to work at a coffee shop when I graduated college, and I definitely didn't know how to do latte art. I didn't have to. Here is a hand sanitizer that looks like a certain popular brand. However, it is not that one. This one I came up with, and I just think that's really cute. Look at this really cute wooden pumpkin dish. You can put little trinkets in it when you're digital journaling. I just think it's really cute. And then here is a lip butter here too. I try to do it in a nice fall color. And of course the background is amazing too. And then this one is actually the Halloween. This is the Halloween spread, and you won't believe it, but I did have to narrow down on the candy. So this kind of reminds me of the nostalgic Christmas bulbs. I remember my great aunt or uncle had on their house, but I just did kind of a Halloween candy corn version. And then this is I call it the toxic hand sanitizer. I have another one too, but I love it because it's kind of sparkly. And then here is a pumpkin shaped candy corn dish here. Not sure if you guys are big candy corn people, but I, for one, love the candy pumpkins. I think the pumpkins are always my favorite. There's also some chocolate candy corn in there too. And then I don't know if you guys have these or remember them, the caramel apple lollipops. I love those too. And then this is kind of a mixed dish of Halloween candy here, like the chocolate candies that have the foil film. I feel like the foil that always rips into like 10 different pieces before you get to the chocolate. Some kind of sour candies in there and chocolate candies and some lollipops in there. And then I love these pens. These remind me, let me move that over. These pens remind me of, and you'll see another one too, of the restaurant that had the Halloween pails. So this is kind of my version of trying to include them without, getting in trouble. And then here is like a Halloween like lollipop too. In here, I think it's one of the pens that I forgot to add. Well, I didn't forget to add. I just wasn't sure where to add it. There's also a ghost one too. So that's the Halloween page. And then here's another, I call this the s'mores page. And so there's a nice, there's a little pumpkin with like a leaf on there. And then I love this. Oh, sorry guys. I'm like clicking on everything. Here is a keychain. Also, you guys can lock all the elements too, so you're not like moving everything around. So I love this keychain here. It's just so beautiful with like the gold pumpkin and the orange pumpkins too. And here, let me move this over a little bit. And then here are some marshmallows roasting. And here is a bowl of mini marshmallows here. And then some chocolate. Of course, you need that. And let's pretend I didn't forget to add separate graham crackers. But here is a s'more already made for you right here on this dish, on the plate. So there's a nice melted s'more for you already. And then here is a s'mores cookie right here. Which I've never had one in real life, but this looks so good. And my inspiration, of course, was like from online. It looks like there's like a little bit of salt on there too. That looks good. And then you'll notice my love for pumpkin shaped dishes. So you can use these with your digital journaling or digital planning, just as like some really cute deco. And then another toxic hand sanitizer. This one's the candy apple, but I love it so much because of all the sparkles. I think it's really cute. And then this bow again. You'll just see it a few times. I probably could have did it in different colors, but that's okay. And then here's like a nice little blanket shawl that you could probably use if you were like sitting by, the fire, maybe on some hay. Okay, so here is another cozy spread, and this is like pretending like you're inside now. And look at these cute little bear socks. I love those bear socks. I wish I had them in real life. And then a nice little like muffin here, and some cozy slippers. They look so nice and fuzzy. And then here's another latte with regular latte art, but you can pretend it's a regular latte or, like maybe a pumpkin spice latte. I love this wooden spoon here. I just think the pumpkin is just so cute. I love it so much. And I kind of wish I had one in real life. Here's another lip balm and another kind of fall color, I think. And of course, I had to add another sanitizer, guys. I had to add one. And then if you're not a big Halloween candy person, then here are some gummy bears. And if you saw this live, we're talking about a certain brand that we like and that I could eat all of them between me and my husband. And gonna pretend that I'm not jealous that one of you said that you live near the factory and they have a whole store. Okay, so here are some lovely dried kind of autumn flowers, like on a garland. I think this is really pretty. Maybe I'll attempt it in real life, but I think that's just really pretty. You can add to a spread or, digital journaling. And okay, so here's another cozy one. I love this towel here. I feel like I want to use this with like maybe something with like grocery shopping or kitchen spread. I don't know. I just think it's really pretty. And then here's like a nice little velvet scrunchie. I feel like that's something I would wear in the fall. Some more cozy slippers. And then here is a yummy cinnamon roll. And here it is on a nice, like a really cute plate, like an antique kind of pumpkin plate. And then here is a lip gloss, pumpkin pie. And of course, another hand sanitizer, guys, because people are going to be sick. So you have to, you know, protect yourself. Got to have something when you're out and about. And then this maple leaf cookie, I want to believe it's made with like some maple syrup in there to sweeten it. And of course, can't have too many pumpkins. All right, so here's another spread, and then this one's all together one, but you just saw the cinnamon roll separate, and then there's also the plate separate too, but this is all one here. And then here is the other pen with like the pumpkin pail on the top, and here is some fun fall florals. This is like a plant. I need to get more of those. And then here is a wooden pumpkin. How cute is that? And then this felt one kind of reminds me of like arts and crafts. I just love the texture on that too. Here's a fun keychain too, with the pumpkin with the leaves. Well, the gold kind of leaf on the pumpkins. I love that too. And then you can just use this with different spreads too. It doesn't actually have to be fall, but I just love that in the background. And then here's some hand cream. I go through a lot of hand cream because my hands get dry in the fall and winter. So you guys might be the same way too. And then here's kind of like the cookies that you can get where you can kind of stack them, and then you can stack the chocolate chip square and then the pumpkin pre-made cookie square. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And then bake them together. And then here is another hand sanitizer. Can't get sick, guys. And I love that. Again, you can move this over. You can just add some other things there too if you want to have a different kind of planner spread there. Oh, let me move this around. Also in Goodnotes and in Noteful, you can just kind of lock any of the elements, or you can plan on it as is, or you can just kind of take away things. If it's like a little bit too much for you, then you can just take away some of the elements too. Okay, next page. I love this kind of like pink plant here, that floral, the pink flower there. And then here's like a orchard keychain here. I don't know if anybody goes to orchards during the fall. I haven't been in a few years, maybe just a pumpkin patch, but yeah, make some jam from whatever you get at the orchard. I think we have apple orchards. We might have some places you can, I don't know if strawberries will be in season still, but yeah, we usually pick apples. Here's another lovely pumpkin with looks like some almond shavings on it here. And then here is another pumpkin plate, and like, look how cute that is. Very antique-y. And then on the plate, my justification here is to have like a nice cookie that looks really good to eat. But there's also some apple slices too, like something healthy there too. So you can have that with your cookies. And then here's another hand sanitizer. I know I went kind of crazy, but they were just kind of fun. I didn't know which one to take out. And then I love this beautiful beaded like orchard dish here. Oh my goodness. This beaded apple like trinket dish. I just love that. I just love all the beading. I just think it's so pretty. And it's inspired by something real, but of course I could not use something that's actually sold. I had to create something on my own. Here is some apple cider here with like the anise stars there and a little apple slice in there. I do love apple cider, probably more than coffee during the fall. I could drink a ton. Here's the pen again. I just love the fountain pen. I thought it'd be really cute here too. And then plus I don't know. I think I might do some more colors. Okay, so on this spread, I just love this apple cider donut here. I was telling everyone on live that there's a local place to me that makes apple cider donuts fresh every single morning. And you can just, buy them fresh every single day. Of course, I don't go buy them every day, but I'm really excited for the fall to get some. And then here is a pumpkin dish. Of course, you don't have to use it for food. You can just add little other decorative items, like digital items there. Here is this really pretty autumn leaf gold spoon. And then I have it with my chamomile tea here because I love chamomile tea. And then here's a nice cozy vanilla scent. And I'm just pretending it's a very light scent. But you can pretend it smells like whatever scent that, that you'd like. And then here's another pumpkin. It's like a little bit of a deeper shade. And then here is like a paper autumn floral garland. I just think this is really kind of fun and pretty. You can just kind of add that on top to different spreads. I think this is a really fun napkin or kitchen towel here. You can use that in different spreads. And then also here is the pumpkin waffles hand sanitizer again. I didn't want to get rid of this one because this reminds me of nostalgia of the old packaging of a certain company. But yeah, I just love that too. And then there's just like a cozy background there. And then I love this like flannel background here. Here is another garland. I know you'll notice I just love them so much. And then this one is just kind of like a metallic pumpkin. Yeah, I imagine that would be nice with like twinkle lights maybe. Here's another one. This is cinnamon pumpkin. And then this lid here moves. You can always just hide something inside if you'd like. And then here is a gold pumpkin spoon. And then, of course, there's this mug here, too. And I actually do have one in real life that I got from the craft store. So I actually really do like it. It does not have, this is not a picture of the actual one I have. But it does not have a lid. I just thought it'd be really cute. So just kind of have a lid and you can just kind of, maybe you can hide some things in there. And then here is a pumpkin cookie that I'm sure would be good. I know you guys are seeing a theme. I just love pumpkin shaped dishes. They can put like little trinkets on. Another apple cider. So I did a couple apple ciders and a couple coffees. I got to even it out. And then another lighter lip balm here. And then of course you can move this around. And then I just thought the bow was cute there. And then the very last page here. Some more cozy slippers here, or cozy shoes. And then, I'll just kind of do undo so I can put it back. And then here's another luxurious hand cream that you may need for the fall. And then, here, this is kind of nice. I like this for autumn. Also, I'm thinking about doing a Thanksgiving spread. So maybe I need to do something else sort of like that. Of course, we need another apple. I probably should have added it more to the orchard spread, but I like it there. And of course, some beautiful flowers. I love that color. And then a nice velvet pumpkin. It's just so pretty. Like, look at the detail on that. I do have some kind of like that in real life, but I would love some more. I feel like I could spend a fortune on fall decor and Christmas decor. And of course, like a nice background. All the backgrounds are included too. And then here's another hand sanitizer. You can pretend whatever scent that you'd like. And then of course, again, look at this lovely kind of like silver gold pumpkin dish too. So of course I added a couple little trinkets in here. And then of course another, if I can get to it, another keychain. So that's really pretty. Just kind of like a fall keychain. This one actually would be great for Thanksgiving as well, because there's like an ear of corn on there, but I like corn during the fall too. So yeah, so here is all of the spreads. There's 10 in total, individual, they're all separate items that you can move around. You can make a spread just like this. Let me kind of flip through so you can see them all. Yep, so there's 10 in total. And again, just so you remember, there is a Goodnotes file, so you can move everything around. Well, yeah, a Noteful file, a Goodnotes file, a Noteful Stickers file, a Goodnotes collections file, a PDF, where everything is just kind of one image, and then also individual PNGs. You can also, you know, kind of take like a screenshot if you like. Just do like a screenshot. And you copy there, and then you can kind of add it here. This is like an example of like what I did. And it's just one image. I had locked it. You can just kind of put it here. And here, let me do this real quick. You can see this right here. If you have a hyperlinked planner, you can just kind of add it in here, and then you can lock it if you'd like. And then a Noteful, of course, you can add another layer. Just ignore that I already had another layer there. And then you can just kind of write, you know, write your plans here. So there's a few ways. I was just kind of showing an example here. Like tomorrow, I'm going to take down my autumn decor out of the closet. I got to dig it out. And then, you know, maybe clean up as well. So you can use it in your hyperlink planner that you already have already. You can just actually just add some of like the elements from like one of the sticker packs here. Let's see, you know, I don't know, maybe you want to add like a little pumpkin or something, you know, or let's see, yeah, maybe you want to just kind of add, oh, you know what, I probably should go and grab this here. Let's pretend it's not January on here too, but I'm just showing it as an example. You can just kind of add whatever elements that you'd like to whatever planner spreads that you have if you don't want to use, you know, all of it. However, for me personally, like especially if you're new to digital planning, you want something that looks like this, or maybe it's a little bit busy, you can take a few things off. But maybe you do want just like something that's kind of fun to look at, even if you're just writing a basic list. It's just really cute to look at, and just quick planning too. So anyway, here it is. It's called the Realistic Pack Autumn 1 on organizeddigitalplanner.com. And as of the filming of the video, everything's on sale right now. So you should definitely pick it up and play around. And if you do end up making spreads, like please share them with me. You can share them with me on TikTok. Also, I'll probably have a link with like Instagram. I think you can share photos in the comments on Instagram too. But yeah, anyway, everybody have a great day.